need to drive revenue so we can give the players extra income opportunities. I had to educate the players. They're like, good, 75 million divided by 144, pay us.
But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll even return.
But you're still complaining about the max salary being $250,000. You're still complaining about the absence of eyeballs. You're still complaining about the lack of headlines and notoriety and pub and cachet. You're complaining about all of these.
So check this out. There are these huge rumors flying around about Caitlin Clark. We're talking a massive $100 million offer for her to play in Europe. And then the WNBA apparently offered to buy a stake in the Indiana Fever. Honestly, the league is in a wild spot right now, facing a dilemma unlike anything we've seen.
Global platform now that Caitlin will have coming into the professional ranks. So it's really a great time to be in basketball.
But here's the thing. On top of all that, other WNBA stars are starting to feel pretty jealous. It makes you wonder, could this lead to a lockout or even a player strike? What happens if everyone starts demanding contracts like Clark's, but the league just can't make it happen? It really feels like a lockout fueled by this resentment and financial inequality, with players eyeing Europe for better pay might be just around the corner.
Probably the biggest issue that players have. We did a player survey and travel. The league was able to kind of take a lot of pressure off of itself.
We're going to break down every single detail here, because let's be real. WNBA players have been talking about fair compensation and better working conditions for ages. This isn't a new conversation.
What's the headline? It says, we're not asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue share.
But this rumored $100 million bid from a European team for Caitlin Clark? That's a game changer.
EuroLeague has reportedly extended a monumental $100 million contract to Caitlin Clark.
And the WNBA's reaction, offering to take a stake in the Fever, it all adds up.
But we didn't want to rush into it because we wanted new owners, like new ownership groups. Anyone who knows sports here knows, like, it's a slog to be a sports.
What's crazy is, all this has absolutely fueled a fire that was already burning bright. When established WNBA stars like A'ja Wilson, Angel Reese, and Breanna Stewart see these headlines, they're getting super frustrated. They're not getting the same financial opportunities, even though they're the league's big names.
A lot of this noise came by people that were sitting on this network. They tried to minimize her, said, well, you giving her all this credit.
So, the Caitlin Clark effect isn't just about money. Her options, whether it's the WNBA or playing in Europe, are having a huge emotional impact, not just a financial one, on the whole league.
Definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful, hateful comments and threats.
Listen, WNBA players have been demanding higher pay for years now. They feel underpaid, especially when you compare them to their male counterparts, or even what they could make in overseas leagues.
We're not asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue, shared.
Now with Clark's absolutely extraordinary offers on the table, that disparity is just more obvious than ever. It's really sparked rumors of a possible lockout or strike, maybe even for the upcoming season. And get this, players aren't saying they want to be paid exactly what the men are paid. They're asking for the same percentage of shared revenue.
You don't even... Yo! I'm living beyond my means! It's like, no, my rent is more than that. It's 8,000. I'm living beyond my...
And this isn't just talk. This isn't just conjecture that WNBA players are feeling jealous and frustrated. Players like Angel Reese have actually gone public criticizing the league's compensation system. She even used Clark's contract as a clear example of this inequality.
Angel Reese has spoken out about her WNBA salary, saying it doesn't even cover her rent for a year. This isn't the first time a WNBA player has spoken out about their salary.
Think about it. Even with Angel Reese securing some really rich endorsement deals here in the US, she's still only making a tiny fraction of what Clark could potentially make playing overseas. This massive discrepancy is making some players push hard for the WNBA to pay them compensation that's actually comparable to what they could get in Europe.
There's that 4-year period where you need to grow as a person.
But then the NIL comes into play.
Oh,
we keep walking right back into that.
All of this could totally create the perfect storm for a huge conflict. The WNBA, seriously, has one of the lowest salary caps of any pro sports league out there. The highest paid players are making around $235,000 a year. Now contrast that with Clark's rumored $100 million offer. That would make her the highest paid women's basketball player in the world. And if she became a partial owner, her wealth could grow faster than any WNBA player ever, especially since team values have already jumped 10 times in just the last 4 years.
As more people watch, more people come to arenas, where more people buy merch, rep the teams. I would say values have gone up at least 10 times, if not more, since I've been here, and I'm only...
So even though these marquee players are generating huge viewership numbers and retail sales, many WNBA stars are still feeling completely underpaid and undervalued. Look, could we actually be on the verge of a WNBA lockout? It's a real question now.
It's so hard to tune in and watch WNBA games because of streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? You got to log in, and my poor mom's trying to subscribe to 3 different channels to get the to get the game. That's my mom, you know? A casual fan's not going to put in that type of effort.
Now, with the league's popularity exploding in 2024, mostly thanks to Clark's incredible rookie season, that potential for conflict, it's more likely than ever. Players actually have serious leverage right now.
The Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history.
Clarkonomics.
The WNBA just saw record attendance, right? Plus, TV ratings are up almost 50%. And retail sales, they've spiked a crazy 450%. Those numbers are wild.
Aren't just bringing in a big boost to television views, they're also having a big impact on local businesses. From bars to restaurants, everybody wants to get out to watch the Hawkeyes hit the hard.
But here's the kicker. Players feel like their own pay hasn't really gone up with all this financial success. And get this, the WNBA Players Association has already hinted they're ready to take action if player requests aren't met. We could see boycotts, players refusing training camp, or even walking off the court. This whole thing isn't just about wanting more cash, it's really about equality and respect for these athletes.
To get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Got it. So that's a huge misconception.
That's a huge misconception.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah, because every video is like, oh, this person gets paid this person gets...
Look, Clark's potential agreement is becoming this huge metaphor. It represents all the economic things WNBA players feel they should have access to, but don't. So, the possibility of a lockout, that's way more than just a threat. It's a serious negotiating tool now.
The league can go back to the bargaining table for the media rights deal when they assess how popular the league is 3 years.
Let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. This situation unfolding in the WNBA, it's way more than just contract numbers, or a few headlines, or even some temporary controversy. This is a huge moment, one that really reflects how women's basketball itself is evolving. We're in a time where visibility, incredible performance, and commercial value are all just skyrocketing. It's actually rising faster than the league's current structure can comfortably handle. Think about it. Players are more influential than they've ever been. The skill level and the competition, it's never been higher. The audience is growing, the media coverage is expanding, and the cultural impact is just undeniable. But even with all this amazing progress, the ongoing conversation about opportunity and about recognition, it keeps showing this clear gap. It's the gap between how much these athletes contribute and what they actually get back. Now, Caitlin Clark's rumored $100 million overseas offer and the WNBA's reported ownership stake option, they didn't create this gap. They just lit it up, making it brighter than ever before. It really forced everyone to see, all at the same time, the huge contrast between what is possible and what's currently being provided. A lot of WNBA players have dedicated years, to pushing this league forward. They've built the audience, they've given us unforgettable performances on the court. So, they totally feel that the rewards being put in front of a rising star should actually reflect across the entire league. It's understandable, this isn't rooted in resentment at all. It's rooted in a deep desire for fair recognition, for sustainable careers, and for long-term respect for all the incredible women who shaped this game. But at the same time, the league has hit a really important crossroads. Growth, that needs investment. Higher salaries, they need increased revenue. Better conditions, That takes resources that have to be carefully balanced across all the teams, the staff, operations, marketing, travel, and even future expansion. The momentum is absolutely real, but that momentum has to be managed so carefully. This is such a delicate point, and decisions have to be precise. If the league moves too slowly, it risks losing some of its biggest stars to those amazing opportunities in Europe. But if it moves too quickly without having that financial stability, it risks actually hurting the very foundation it's worked so hard to build. Every single move from this point forward carries so much weight. The rumors of a possible lockout, they really show just how serious this conversation has become. A lockout wouldn't just pause the season, you know? It would totally interrupt this amazing momentum of rising viewership. It would disrupt partnerships, and it could potentially send even more players overseas, all looking for better income opportunities. The impact would go way beyond the court, affecting the fans, the broadcasters, the sponsors, and all the communities that really rely on these teams. And yet for so many players, just standing still feels impossible right now. They've reached a stage where their value is so visible, it's measurable, and it's backed up by real, undeniable audience demand. They want progress that truly matches this incredible moment. Still, every challenge also brings an opportunity. This could be the real turning point, where the WNBA and its athletes sit down together, not as opposing sides, but as true architects of a shared future. A future where revenue distribution really reflects the true impact of the player. A future where international opportunities actually enhance careers, instead of replacing them. A future where talent is truly rewarded, legacy is respected, and growth is sustained, not paused. This isn't just achievable, it's already within reach. The popularity is here, the fan interest is here, the media spotlight is definitely here. The big question is how the league chooses to respond to this critical turning point. What comes next will literally shape the identity of women's basketball for years and years to come. The decisions that follow won't just influence salaries or contracts. They'll actually determine where the best players play, where fans focus their attention, and ultimately, how the world truly values this sport. This conversation isn't just about today, you know? It's about the players who will enter the league 5-10. It's about the legacy that's being written right here, right now, in real time. No matter how these negotiations unfold, one truth remains absolutely clear. The athletes themselves have pushed this game forward with so much power, passion, and just unmistakable excellence. Their voices matter, their futures matter. The direction the league chooses now, that's going to define what women's basketball becomes next. The story is still developing. The season ahead will definitely reveal the answers. But one thing is absolutely certain: women's basketball is no longer waiting to be noted. It has already arrived.